You know, the key to contentment, I think, is strange. It's like, if you want to be content, it's actually, you have to have less. You have to have less. You think it'd be more, but it's less. You know, like when you're, if you have all these possibilities, things you could be, and your identity is not being formed, you're still forming your identity, and you have options. So and you're agonizing over them. It's hard to feel content, because contented kind of means like you almost feel like you arrived somewhere. So for most of people's lives, I think you're trying to invent yourself as you go along. And then I think contentment, the more my identity solidifies, and I know who I am, where I stand, and I stop trying to keep evolving, and I'm just going to be who I am. This is who I am. And you lose all the other possibilities. Like, I could have been this. Maybe if I joined the Navy, I could have been that. Maybe if I would have tried harder, I could have written for a sitcom. Maybe if I would have done... So you have all those maybes. It could have been, but it's gone now. It's like, what this? That shit's gone. This is where I'm at. This is my situation, and I'm stuck in it. I'm stuck. It's going to be a tremendous amount of work to move out of this. And so for a while, I'm stuck. And there's actually sort of a relaxation that you feel, right? You're just going to feel like, oh, okay. If I know what I have to be, if I know who I am, and I'm not, and I don't have to think about it anymore, I just accept my identity, the good, the bad, what I really am in reality, it feels good. Like, how much time am I going to waste just looking for the right thing and experiencing nothing really of any substance? How long am I going to hold off until I find that perfect thing? And then you start realizing you're never going to find that perfect thing. You're never going to find the perfect thing ever. You're going to have to, at some point, forget about all other possibilities for certain things. When it comes to who you're going to marry, who you're going to have children with, if you're going to have children, you think, well, time's coming up, I have to do this, and I have to just, if it's going to happen, I have to just sacrifice all other things and choose one direction. And it's terrifying. It's terrifying to do that, but then suddenly you do it, you feel like you're forced to do it, you do it, and then you feel like, okay, I'm glad I made that decision. I'm glad I actually... You ever have a bunch of shit in your room and you like everything? Like, you have little mementos, like, oh, so a pocket knife this bum gave me on a train? Yeah, it was cool that one night. We smoked weed, it was great. And then you don't want to lose your little pocket knife because it reminds you. But then when you finally clean your room one day and you just throw out all that old sentimentally shit, it feels actually great. You don't mourn the loss of them. You actually... You feel like cleansed and you sort of clean slate. You feel like, good, yes, I feel like a certain psychic energy returning to me. That's what you feel like when a lot of your possibilities in life go out the window and you're just like, they're not valid anymore. Only this little, your path just becomes forced to be narrowed. You're forced to have to focus all your attention on one thing eventually, because that's all that's left. That's what you're at. That's the power of those forces. And that's nice. Did I make the point? I made the point, right? I made it like 8 times, though. Did it sink in deeper every time I said it?